Hi, my name is Annie Zarin, and I'm the president of Common Sense Media and mom of 2 boys. Common Sense is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping families and teachers manage our kids' media-saturated world. Because kids go online for just about everything, we've teamed up with Google to help teach kids to make safe and smart internet choices. It all starts with having some rules.
I can go pretty much anywhere I want online as long as it isn't completely inappropriate.
Don't pretend you're someone else.
I have to finish all my homework first.
Kids can and will see inappropriate things online. That means parents and teachers must be involved in kids' online experiences. A few simple rules can work wonders. Your best bet is to keep computers in a central place in your home or classroom so you can check out what kids are doing. Keep an eye on the clock and set time limits. Remember, the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no more than 1 to 2 hours of total screen time a day for kids. If a child is 7 or under, it's better if you navigate the internet with them. For older kids, agree on where they can and can't go before they log on. You can check out where they've been by looking at the browser's history in your web browser's menu. Another option is using filtering or blocking software. Google's Safe Search lets parents and teachers block adult content in their computer search results. You can get to it by clicking Preferences on the Google homepage. Of course, it's impossible to monitor all online content all the time. That's why as kids get older, they need to know how to use the internet safely and responsibly when they're on their own.
No one's ever really had a long conversation with me about internet safety.
I shouldn't say my address or my name or my age.
My page is private, so only my friends can see it.
Older kids love online communities. They use these sites to create personal pages to show off who they are and what they're doing. These sites give kids creative ways to express themselves, but that doesn't mean that the whole world needs to see everything they've posted. Every social networking site has privacy or sharing controls, and kids need to learn how to use them. Personal information such as names, addresses, phone numbers, or school names can place kids at risk if it's viewed by a sexual predator. And sexy pictures or shots of kids with drugs and alcohol can be viewed by college admissions officers or potential employers. Teach kids to use common sense and privacy controls to make sure that their personal information only gets shared with friends and family. And encourage kids to share what they post with you. Google's photo sharing site, Picasa, lets kids limit the people they share their photos with. Google's Blogger service has similar privacy controls that let kids decide who can access their blogs. In addition to teaching kids how to use these controls, teach them to respect the privacy of friends and family by not identifying them in profiles or tagging them in their pictures. It sounds kind of obvious, but it's important to remind kids not to give out their passwords and not to click on Remember Me settings on public computers, like at school and the library. If someone other than a password owner gets a hold of a password, they can read kids' email and even email other people or post things under their name. Stranger danger is as real online as it is on the playground. Teach kids to avoid in-person meetings with people they meet online. Be careful about sharing personal information online because people may not be who they say they are. Google's chat service, Gtalk, allows kids to decide whether to accept a chat invite from a new online friend. Now that we've covered some of the things kids should not share when they're online, let's talk about how kids should communicate.
It's easier to say mean things over the computer than to their face.
Most of my friends are actually really nice.
If they receive any rude messages, they should immediately block the friend or just stop going on completely.
Cyberbullying. It's devastating. Unlike playground teasing, cruel comments can be instantly forwarded to an entire class or school. And because screen names can make bullies anonymous, the source of these comments can be hard to trace and make kids even bolder. A good rule of thumb is, if you wouldn't say it to someone's face, don't text it, email it, IM it, or post it on someone's page. Let your kids know that if they're being cyberbullied, they need to leave bullying messages on their screen and get you or the nearest responsible adult immediately. You can block the offender or report the episode to the school principal or the internet service provider. Today's most popular websites feature user-generated content. Internet sites all have terms of service, so sit down and review the rules and what's okay to post. Many services also have easy-to-use tools for flagging inappropriate content that others post online. If your kids post something inappropriate, they can and will have their content flagged. That means someone else in the community has reported what they've posted isn't okay. It's really important for kids to know that they too can flag inappropriate content. This isn't tattletaling. It's about creating and maintaining a respectful community that everybody can enjoy. And our last tip for you, instill media literacy skills to make sure kids know not to trust or believe everything they see or read online.
I usually check it with another website.
Either the writing will be out of distorted, there'll be some spelling errors.
I might ask my parents.
I rely on books. I could figure it out by looking up who posted it on the internet.
Just because you see it online doesn't make it true. Anyone can post anything. Teach kids how to distinguish reliable sources from unreliable ones and how to verify information they find online. Kids use the internet for research, gossip, news. Have them check multiple sources and verify facts by referencing credible sites. And make sure kids understand that cutting and pasting right from a website may be plagiarism, and plagiarism is cheating, plain and simple. Let's recap. Set household rules for internet use. Teach your kids internet safety and how to keep personal information private. Teach your kids about communicating safely online. And view all content critically. The internet runs right through the center of our kids' lives. With the tools and tips made available by Common Sense Media and Google, parents and teachers can help children have safe, rewarding online experiences. Thanks for watching.